Trade. Trade. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high. Counting hundreds with my amigos. Blue water, frozen Sub-Zero. Hit a lick, flip it twice. Break bread with my people. Who knockin', look out the people. Clutching my desert eagle. Cock, aim, squeeze, trigger, empty clip and reload. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Too high geek. Top floor, nosebleed seat. 4A, 4AB. Push star, got no key. MoneyBoy, Lou got said. Take a picture, paparazzi. Quaaludes, Bill Cosby. Rape a hoe, no, not me. Hashtag MB3. Primetime NBC. On lane, I do me. Dial on, I spit heat. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek.
Where she asks who normally has the child the most, that's typically not the guy's ideas. If guys didn't have to go through hoops with women to see their child because they got a new girlfriend and because they don't want them, it would be cool. Because I guarantee if you ask most men, would they rather pay child support or take custody of their child, they going to get their kid. Ask a woman, would you rather the man have custody or you keep getting child support? They're going to take the check.
I see a lot of
it depends on the woman. So
that right there, that might hold some truth for a certain percentage.
So it depends on the woman.
Men don't want their kids.
They say they want them.
Responsibility.
They say they want them, but they don't want the responsibility.
They don't want all that.
Well, are these men? Are we talking about men in relationships or just niggas we fucking and females we fucking randomly?
I mean, I don't know.
What the world? Because if you're in a relationship with a person and you don't know them well enough to know if they bullshitting, something wrong.
So I'm trying to let some church people hear this. I'm trying to let some church people.
Y'all, it's not a lot of y'all men out here.
God know our heart.
That's just real. It ain't a
He
lot
may
of
know
y'all
your heart, but like y'all don't know. It's a lot of men that say, "Oh, I want my kid full time," until they got something they want to do, or a job cut, or some mess with their money or whatever. And my experience, my kids have a great, especially my youngest two, they have a great father. He's present with them or whatever. But when it comes to if it's between the kids, taking care of the kids and making his money, he's about making his money.
Exactly.
So.
You gotta make his money to take care of the kids, though, right?
But ain't that cool?
That goes
not necessarily when he has the kids. When he has the kids, but like it's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of times.
How else is he going to sustain for the kids if he don't get his money? How else is he going to have a house for them to come over?
The question was, though.
No. So the thing is that a woman gotta sustain her money and take care of the kids. So what's the difference? What's the difference between a man sustaining his money and taking care of the kids? I mean, having to do the same. If you say you want your kids, then I don't think that a lot of men recognize or are fully aware or ready for that responsibility of everything that's entailed with really taking those. 24/7.
You know
Without
what?
a child, you still have to take care of yourself, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I said, without a child, you still have to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
take care of
absolutely.
yourself. Yeah.
Let me propose
So
this next question for y'all.
Yeah,
Let me do
yeah.
this for y'all.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this for y'all. Since we're talking about mothers, why are most women awarded custody of their child when they have not proven they are ready to be mothers mentally?
Because they don't like us, bruh. They
Nurturers.
don't care about men.
It's kind of
I can't hear anything.
yeah. Mothers are seen as
I've
nurturers.
signed.
I might have to go out and come back. I'm gonna go out and come back real
Hold
quick.
on.
I can hear you, Kareem.
They don't care about.
But that's a good
They
question.
don't care about men. I've signed 4 birth certificates, and each one of them said father's information not required. That is terrible. It don't say that about the woman. And then in most of these states, even if you sign the birth certificate, you still don't have custodial rights until you go to court and petition for it. It's
What
bullshit.
states are those?
I'm in Tennessee. Tennessee is one of those states. Even though
Wait, you
all
don't
4
have
of my
parental
kids have
rights?
my last name, huh?
You don't have any parental rights until you go to court and establish it?
Right. Even though
Oh
all
wow.
4 of them have my last name, I've signed all 4 birth certificates. If the mom wants to pull a move, I
Yep.
have to go to court and petition her.
He ain't lying.
That's how it is in most of these states.
So I'm
That's
gonna tell
why
you.
we're bitter about child support.
I ain't never.
So the system is designed to enforce dads to do things, but they do not care about involvement. And so I think that's what people don't understand is that they enforce all of these things. You will pay if you don't pay, you're locked up. If you don't pay, we suspend your license, whatever. But they don't care about the dad being involved in the child's life as long as you pay. And that's the problem a lot of times
Yep.
with point blank. That's what's wrong with the system, period. And that's why I say it's extortion.
You know what's so funny that I'm
Exactly.
feeling? I know that this question, even though it may seem loaded, even though it may seem left field, this is a great question because a lot of people under this impression that because a woman has a child, she's automatically ready for motherhood. And I look at this situation as when young fathers and young mothers go out and they have sex and they have these babies, why would you just say, I'm going to automatically say that this mother is awarded this child as if she's ready, as if she's went through some type of, you know what I'm saying, training, as if she most times if she having a baby out of wedlock, you know, she's in a single parent household. So it's interesting to hear most women respond to this as if women are automatically ready for motherhood.
I don't think women are necessarily automatically ready for motherhood. I think that the gender roles that have been placed on society have basically set that norm or expectation that, okay, women are nurturers. So a woman having a baby is naturally, because she birthed a child, that she should be, or the expectation is for her to be prepared, or if she's not prepared, to learn quickly how to be a proper parent. And I think that it goes back to those roles of women are nurturers, men are breadwinners. So
Postpartum depression disproves everything you just said.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying, the question was like, why is it that a lot of times that's how it's viewed? That's how it's viewed. I don't necessarily agree with that because everybody that births a child isn't ready to be a mother.
True indeed.
Societal
At
norms.
all.
She's right. Societal norms.
True indeed.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
Okay, we're gonna keep this thing rolling because I think that we getting somewhere with it. Because I got these questions I gotta give y'all because I was
Oh,
told.
boy.
Oh,
You got these questions. You
Hold
got
on.
these questions.
These are good questions.
Hold on. My bad. Hit the wrong thing. Here we go.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Question. Do the women on the panel have their people on child support if y'all have kids?
yes, I do.
I do, but it wasn't because I did. It was forced. It wasn't like because I didn't
hundred
want to try to
percent.
work the
What are
situation
the
out.
chances of that?
I'm sorry.
100% of the panel. Damn. Any
Yeah,
men on
I mean
child
they had an
support?
opportunity. In my situation, I tried to work it out, but they
Facts.
were not willing to put put the children first. So in that situation, I had to do what was best for the kids, and even in the issue with the
And that
child
leads me
support.
to the next question. That leads me to the next question.
Okay.
What are the reasons?
Wait, Mario, please. Mario, can I ask a quick
Yeah,
question?
let Tennessee talk.
The best interest. I need to know what the best interest of the child was, because you said he
Okay,
wasn't willing to put the child first, so you
okay,
went and
so
got money from him.
all right, so if we're splitting up, and I ask you, okay, your kid's daycare is $600 a month, right? You bringing home almost 2,000 a paycheck twice a month.
How much were you bringing
800,
home?
huh? I'm bringing home 800 every 2 weeks. You bringing home 2,000 every 2 weeks, and you say you only gonna give me $190 a month to help with your children.
Okay, do not block y'all.
I guess it's kind of cheap, but why couldn't you just make more money?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Look, so this leads me into the next question. Leads me into the next question. What are some reasons the custodial and non-custodial parents avoid mediation and reconciliation?
Mario trying to avoid the
You
nigga
said
moment.
why?
No.
We can have these nigga moments.
No, nigga moments. No. I'm saying, why do some non-custodial parents and custodial parents avoid mediation? Now you're kind of talking about it right now, but what are some of the reasons you guys think that people avoid fixing a problem?
Oh, bitterness, and it's not about the kids. It's about egos. It's about selfishness. It's not about the kids. That's the only
It's
reason.
not. It's not.
Because if it was about the
Financial
kids, I would be able to work it out.
It's that hurt, that pain.
It's the hurt.
Yeah, and it's
and
hard
that
to
is
get
true.
through
I
to a
can agree with
man
it.
that's
I
hurt.
agree with that.
You cannot get through, especially a man that's hurt.
A man hurt is that's the worst
worse
thing
than a
ever,
woman.
because that's hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
they
also
see
the aspect of, if you do go to mediation, the deck is stacked against you anyway. So especially in the Bible Belt, and anybody lived in the Bible Belt, they should know that. So just understanding that if they do accept mediation, because I had to, even though I was already paying child support, but because she was on assistant, they had to know what her income was. So when I sat down with this mediator between my son's mother and myself, I'm like, why are we here? But like I said, the state gets a portion of that as a fee to process a check to her, even though I would send her the money to her bank account every month. And so I'm just telling you, it is a plot. It is a scam. And I'm gonna be honest with you. So the deck is stacked against you in the fact that people can't reconciliate because they got pain and they don't get help.
And
you know what I'm saying they get past it. And when you don't get past that trauma and you see their life change and they moved on, you'll find out a lot of times as people mature, the woman hurt in that relationship will never accept that girlfriend. I don't care what you do. And I've seen it from my own eyes. It's really sad. So you have to, I think you have to forgive to move on yourself.
I'll be careful. I don't care who my kid's father date. Date on, buddy. Exactly. Make you happy.
I'm done.
Just do what you need to do. I'm not a hard person to please. Just do what you gotta do.
And see, that's the problem, because
I don't care if you have a threesome. I don't care what you do.
But that's maturity and growth. You can't do that.
But to elaborate on what he said, the woman's typically hurt, and now the man is pissed off that he feels like he's getting beat over the head with a damn bill. Nobody's happy about a bill, and no matter how you twist it, child support is a damn bill. Who's happy to see an extra bill coming every month?
But your kids gotta
that's
eat.
why they don't want to do mediation.
Be somewhere when you're not there. Like, you gotta have somewhere to stay, right? You gotta have clothes on your back. You gotta have food. So why wouldn't your kids need that too?
It's still a bill. Y'all have that same bill, except for the state will help y'all have housing. The state will help y'all pay y'all light bill. The state will give y'all food. They don't give the man that. They will not give a nigga that at all. So y'all get a check. Hold up, y'all get housing from the government, a check from the government. Y'all get a nigga taxes. Y'all get a nigga stimulus and help. most of the people that get the child support that the people are upset about. This conversation pretty much is gonna be centered around the stereotypical people that get child support. We're not talking about the outliers, because if we talk about the outliers, we got to talk about the women who get $1,000 a month in child support, and the man only gets to see that child for 40 hours a week. I mean, a month. We work 40 hours a week.
I can't agree with that.
Okay, let her respond.
But those are court orders.
Hold on, let her respond. Let her respond to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool right there. If you pay me $1,000 a month, shit, you can see it many times you want to. But I don't give a damn. You pay me $20 every 2 weeks, you're gonna still see your kids. You're gonna still see your kids. So I don't agree with that.
You know what? I've been kind of cool, calm, and collective, just kind of feeling out the panel. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job with the questions that's been sent in. But let me say something, man. I think the issue. Who said, "Oh Lord, I'm about to block her ass"?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, I'm waiting for Kareem to come back too, but I really feel like the issue is that when you have sensible parents like yourself, you say, look, I don't care if you have a threesome, just do what you're supposed to do. I got people saying I'm not getting a lot of government assistance, but I'm making it happen as a parent. And for this right here, this collective right here, salute to y'all for doing what y'all need to do. But I think the issue is when you have people that say I'm getting child support, but you're not going to see your child.
I don't agree with that.
You have those men who right, but if I don't see my child, check this out. Let's say I pay child support and I don't see my child. Imagine how long it's going to take for me to get back to court to correct that issue. That's not going to be within a week. It's not going to be within a month. And the issue is while you're not seeing your child, that woman now is using a narrative that a lot of people use. He's a deadbeat dad.
Which is a false narrative in a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. It is.
A lot of cases.
It is. I agree with that. I mean, I've seen it, so
Yeah, so
that's definitely not how it should
be. We've all seen it.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's situated.
These two women got their baby daddies on child support, so I don't know if they deserve all that praise you just heaped upon them.
No, listen, I think everybody. Listen, I think if you listen
Tennessee.
I think if you listen to everybody is saying I've come to a realization that I need to do what I need to do for my child. If the other parent is going to help and assist, cool. If they not, I'm gonna make it happen. The issue is that you have people that make it difficult to see their children. You have people that do pay child support, and you have mothers out there that's really actually down in the mud and doing what they need to do as well. So these may not be the women that create the problems, and these may not be the men that create the problems. But let's talk about it.
I don't give a damn. I don't want to pay child support and see my kids. Their men ain't happy when they come pick up their kid after they just paid that bill. I repeat.
Well, I dropped them off.
But why did they put you on the bill from jump? But why did they?
I don't know. Y'all are the women. Y'all are the women that could answer that question. I don't know.
Because for real, child support, honestly, really, in the whole scheme of things, a lot of times, if y'all able to work out agreements, a lot of times you end up with more money working out an agreement than you would by going to the court system. So I guarantee if that woman thought that she could get more money out of you by not taking you, get you on papers, she wouldn't have worried about putting you on no daggone papers for no court, because she like, as long as the kids are taken care of, but he's gonna give me more money if I don't put him on these papers. She would have did whatever she thought was gonna help be more beneficial. So it was something that she felt she didn't feel.
But these men are great dads, right? These men are great dads, though, right?
I'm gonna address that because
these men are great dads, right?
What we didn't talk about is a lot of times these situations, and the reason why it's so toxic is that people still lead each other on. And I'm just being honest.
Oh, hell no.
I'm just telling you. You might not believe it, but I've seen it.
That might be true.
You gotta cut each other off. They can't be I'm showing up, we're doing what we're doing, and then I'm moving out, and then I see it.
I guess I'm the exception to the rule.
On a daily basis with the same crap.
I can have 2020 with all four of my baby.
Let me throw this in there because I really want to get these questions out. Are there any similarities between the child support system and systematic racism?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys think it is?
Oh man.
Systematic racism is a myth.
The have and the have-nots.
The have and have-nots.
The
I can
have
agree
and the
with that.
have-nots.
Okay.
And that's really what it is if you boil it. So think about it. Now, I'm not saying that all mothers are in this situation, but a large percentage of mothers that have their fathers or their children fathers on child support are poor, and they depend on government assistance, which already puts you in a poor bracket because you can't make but so much money. You can't have another income in the room. So it's just a system to keep you where you are. Systematic racism is the same thing. So if you look at it in that aspect, it is the same.
I
It's
Okay.
the
don't agree that child support is just most of the people that have people on child support are poor.
I
I
said a
think
large
that
percentage.
the state does put a lot of states do have that mandatory thing to where if you are receiving assistance that they do want to know whether or not the parent is contributing, and they have certain mandates. But I think if you look at it's more of if you look at the groups which are affected, I think there are a lot of the groups are similar. You're looking at a lot of unfortunately, I hate to say it, but a lot of Black people
White
who
people
end up
too.
in situations.
My
There are
answer,
some white people, but I think that honestly, when you're looking at punishments and in terms of how cases are handled, I think you do see varying degrees on how it are. And again, it's just another gay to which once you allow the courts into your life and you're in the system, you're beholden to the system. And unfortunately, the way that it's been set up, and I hate to say it, but it's been set up for Black people to fail.
Systematic.
So,
It's
so
systematic.
can I jump in here?
Come
Can I
on
jump
in
in here
here.
for a second?
Come on in
Yeah,
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm
break.
waiting to answer this
All
one
right.
too.
Let me tell you. So, all right. Racism and systematic racism, and this is definitely goes hand in hand. It literally, you can go to even the people that have been locked up for child support
Mhm.
and see what color that they are. The system is set up that if you go to court and they set an amount, they set that amount knowing that you cannot pay that amount. And looking at your income, they know exactly what you make and exactly what you're able to do. And they say, you know what, you're responsible for this. And if you do not do this, we're going to go ahead and put you in jail. Now, I mean, like I can go on my phone or go on the computer or whatever to look up the stats, but I guarantee you it's more Black people locked up because of child support than white people.
Oh
I
yeah.
I
guarantee
agree
it's
with that.
more. I
That's
guarantee
not
you it's
true.
more.
That the
I,
you can't find that stat because child support is an issue that affects all men. It's not just us. And by your logic, white people make more money, so they can't pay it more. If they have a higher amount that they can't pay, then that would mean they would be locked up too. It affects men of
That's not
all races.
that's not necessarily true. It's about access to resources. It's about and I
Who
mean I hate to
pays
say it, but
more
a lot
in
of times
child
we're not
support
educated in terms
amounts?
of what our rights are, what we can do, what you know what I'm saying, like a
What
lot of
black
people don't
person
know. You can
pays the amount of child
go in and
support
request a
that
modification.
But you also
that
find
Paul
that
McCartney pays?
Caucasians co-parent a little bit better.
you know, you mentioned Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney goes back to that podcast that I had yesterday. When you make a certain amount of money, I don't feel like that it's a responsibility for the court to say, you know what, I'm a billionaire or I'm a millionaire, so I have to pay 12, 13, 14, $15,000 or above. It literally does not take the
I
child
agree.
that much money to maintain that child. That's for that mother to or that most of the time it's for the
Lifestyle.
mother to maintain a lifestyle. So at the same time, I
There's a
said it last
lifestyle
night,
there.
and I'll say it tonight. No, if I'm a millionaire, I'm not giving you that kind of money. I would rather stay in court and give the court that money versus doing that, doing that for that particular lady. Now, for my child, I can do whatever I want to for my child because I've already set it up for my child. But my success should not come with a price. My success should not come with a price. $20,000,
So, so
$25,000 a month. That's crazy.
Whew.
I need one of these.
So I ask you this. You said,
Y'all need to talk to me.
Mario, you need to answer the question too, sir. What do you think?
Hey, first of all, let me do this. This is my show. Don't let me put you on my show. You can't give me some love.
You on the hot seat, sir.
Now
You are on the hot seat.
I'm with the smoke, but I wanted one of these. I wanted one of these ladies to answer or to respond back to Kareem because it's important to get this dialogue out there.
No, I think the amount should be set. I don't think that. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, long as the amount is set and it's a fair amount, I don't think you should be taking more.
I think the amount should be set for the expenses. I think.
And
that would be fair.
I will say this as a woman and as a working entrepreneur as well. I feel like too that you can't expect but so much. You need to get up and get out and get for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So what's fair though? Everybody's going to have a different opinion on what's fair, depending on what they make. Nobody wants to give
what's fair
money.
is 50-50
custody. But my thing is this, like if
that's fair, 50-50 custody. You handle when he with you, I handle when he with me. That's fair. But nobody wants to do that. The courts or the women.
What's fair though?
So the thing is that it's about maintaining a lifestyle. So if you say you're going to maintain the thing is if you say you're going to maintain a lifestyle for a child, like when you got with this girl, you knew, like for example, say you make a whole bunch of money and this girl wasn't making a lot. You knew before you got with her what she was making and what she wasn't. And if you
then give it to the dad.
So I'm not saying that you need to give her a check for $20K a month, but you know what I'm saying? Like if there's certain things in terms of a lifestyle that you may want your kid to have, you can't necessarily always expect. She shouldn't be expecting a check from you, but at the same time, you shouldn't expect her to be able to live that lifestyle if that wasn't a lifestyle that she was to provide that lifestyle that you may expect if that wasn't what she was doing when you first met her.
I agree. Go back to what she had.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter to her as long as your kid is taken care of. So if you don't
were married, then I would agree with that.
That's what matters.
I would agree with that if y'all were married and divorced.
I agree with that.
Not girlfriend and boyfriend. No.
But I keep hearing give the child to the parent, to the other parent, if you can't afford to take care of it. But then money does not mean that the other parent knows how to raise a child.
That's true.
It doesn't. And I can't speak for anybody else's situation.
Neither does a child support.
Hold on. Trey, hold on. Let her speak.
They wouldn't be taken care of. I mean, I don't agree with give the child to the other parent just because of the finance situation. That does not mean that they know how to rear a child.
But I think every situation.
So this is where I get pulled into the situation.
There are other different factors in there.
So are we saying give the money to the mother?
No, don't say mother. Just say custodial parent.
Huh?
Just stick with custodial parent. Don't say woman or man. Just stick with custodial.
Well, either way, somebody mic is messing up. If you're not talking, do me a favor and mute if you ain't talking. One of y'all need to mute. Hold on. I'm about to find out right now who it is. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. MoneyBoy Trey, it was you, wasn't it? Tennessee, I need you to get right, brother. I need you to get right. This dude right here.
Nope, it wasn't me.
It ain't you. Hold on.
He probably came in through the stream through YouTube, so it's still open in the background.
Okay. I tell you what, since we hit that hard, I'm going to do this right quick. Let's do this one. Let's get this one. If the custodial parent has a boyfriend or girlfriend living in the home, do you think it should decrease the amount of child support provided to the non-custodial parent?
No.
Why not?
No.
Joint income.
That's your kid.
Yeah, that's not his responsibility.
It's not his responsibility.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
It
But they're
said
married
decrease
and
the amount. It didn't say the
thing.
man wasn't taking care of his responsibility. He said decrease the amount. If it's too
No,
hard as adults working in there, why can't I pay a couple $100 less?
because
I'm
Did he
still
have?
taking
Did they
care of
have a
my
baby?
child and I'm
I mean,
still
that's
seeing
your
my
child.
child.
boyfriend and girlfriend is not a term.
Y'all
They're married.
Yeah, I mean,
women so greedy.
So
boyfriend
boyfriend
and
and
girlfriend.
girlfriend can end any day versus having a wife or a husband. So I don't agree with that at all.
So if they're married, you think that the child support should decrease?
Yes, because she has more income, and that's just being honest. And so, is there more income coming in the house? And like I said, a lot of times, child support wants to look at the custodial parent's income.
Mhm.
They want to see that. And so, if now she's married, then it should change. I think it should.
But then on the flip side, if the non-custodial parent is married, should it increase? So
That
the
wasn't the
custodial
question.
parent can get more money because I
But
got
that's
more
not
money
the
coming in
question.
the household as well. I mean, I'm just asking.
Mario,
That's
you can't
right.
allow that
That's
question. That wasn't a question, Mario.
I'm
Hey, hey,
saying that.
hey,
I
hey,
mean,
throw a flag on the play.
because
Code 10. Code 10.
because
Don't
at the
be
end of
moving.
Code
the day,
10.
Illegal
Don't be
procedure. That is not in. That was not in
I
the
like that one.
playbook.
That's
No,
good.
Hey,
That's
just
a good
Code
one.
trust
Though.
me.
10.
That's a
that's
good
what
one.
I'm saying. It's the same logic. So you want, because it's somebody else in the household, you want your child support decrease. But if you got somebody helping you, would you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you want that person to come back at you because you got somebody else helping you? Oh, well, you can afford more money because you got somebody in your house.
But how many fathers got mothers on child support? I'll wait.
Not a
Some
lot.
do.
2%.
I was on child support one.
I'm gonna
Did
be
they
honest
take
with
your
you.
license and thread you with
I've
jail?
been on board.
I actually like the feedback that she just gave in regards to if you expecting a decrease because the mom has someone in her household. Does that mean it should be an increase because the non-custodial parent has somebody in his household? I think that's good. That is fair. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, that's definitely fair. I think that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I hate the whole custodial, non-custodial, because my position is both parents should just split the time. It's 6 months. It's 6 and 6. Whatever bills happen during your 6 months, you take care of it, and that's fair. We
It's,
I
don't all
agree.
it's
this
not the
extra
same
shit
across
we
the
I
don't
board.
agree.
need.
You can't say it like that because I'm a military
Yeah,
parent.
yeah, how
I'm
come?
a military
Everybody got
parent,
their
and
own
we're
bills
not
that they
always
paying.
in the same
Clothes and
state.
shit will be bought on each side.
But that's not true though, because you got to remember, like when you have kids, you have to make certain accommodations with your life with your kids. You can't say, "Oh, I'm gonna have a 1 bedroom apartment 6 months out the year." If you got a kid. You got to have a place for them to stay when they come. You got to have
Where did
food.
this
You got to
worst
have these
case
certain things,
scenario
certain
come
expenses that you
from?
continue to have throughout the year.
Because because
Where did
his
this
logic
worst
is
case
not logic.
scenario come from?
His logic is not logic. I'm a
It's
military
not
No,
parent.
this
logical.
go,
We're not always
this
in the
goes back to
same
what I
state.
said.
We're not always in the same state. I'm in the military, so I mean I deal with that community. We're not always in the same state. You can't say 6 months here and 6 months there.
That
That
don't work.
It don't work.
school is not just 6 months.
But
So
I
you
tried.
can't
It
just
didn't
put the
work.
child right down a 6 month middle. It doesn't work like that.
what
But the child,
So
And expenses don't stop.
the child suffers in the result.
what happened if it wasn't support though? What happened if child support didn't exist?
if
You
child
said
support
what?
didn't exist, we would have to do what
What
we
would
need
happen
to
if child
do. I
support
mean,
didn't
but that's
exist?
not the case.
You
Child
have to
support does
figure it
exist.
out.
You deal with what is reality,
So why we can't
not
figure it out
fantasy. You
now?
got to deal with reality.
Okay, let's deal with some reality, folks. Deal with some reality. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's do this. Check this out. Check this out. Do you think the non-custodial parent should have a monthly, quarterly, or annual list itemizing all expenses paid for the child support money provided? Let's talk about it.
Let me go get my basketball because we about to shoot.
Yes. Yes.
We gonna have-
I
Get
already
that.
said no, but I mean, I already said no. But I'm pretty sure everybody else has a different
I want to hear.
Hey,
I
just
wanna
throw
hear-
me the six.
You want an itemization of your portion of the kids' portion of the rent, the electricity, the food,
Exactly.
the clothes. I mean, what we splitting it down like that?
That's stuff you would have to pay without a kid. Stop throwing
No,
that in
no.
there. These are
I'm
bills you
not
have
that, though.
on
It
your
costs
own.
extra to have
Hold on,
kids.
wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. If we're saying non-custodial and custodial parent, it doesn't matter if it's a male or female. So let's put that to the side. I'm saying if you was the person that was paying the money,
Absolutely.
if you were the person that was paying the money, would you want this to happen? Yes or no?
No, but at the end of the day, as long if my kid is fed, well clothed, looking good, whatever, it doesn't matter because obviously they're being taken care of.
Okay, so you
I
said
don't need
no.
itemization.
You said no.
I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've paid child support and I've had child support paid to me. So I've had both of them.
I say no. I'm sorry, it's a delay on my end. I apologize, but I say no because how can you itemize utilities? That anything else outside of utilities you can itemize, but you can't itemize utilities. I don't know how much gas and electricity and water and everything else my child uses. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't itemize those things, but everything else you can. You can itemize clothes.
But here's the thing, because this is what I want to do. I want to find out, because this puts you as the non-custodial and the custodial parent on both sides, regardless if you've ever been on both sides. If you were the person that was paying the money on a monthly basis, would you want anything itemized monthly, quarterly, or annually given to you to show this is where your money going? We're not talking about how you break it down. That's not your problem. That's their problem.
The
issue is, would
You
you
know where your
lying,
money going?
sir.
Your money going to
They're going to keep lying.
I think it depends if when I come to see my child and things aren't right, then I would want to know where my money is going. And so there is some.
You want to receive everything.
You have mothers that don't do right by the money, and I'm just being honest.
You're right about that.
That's true.
In that case, yes, I would want it to be itemized because I want to know. Because when we go back to the court, I want to know. Okay, I'm paying this monthly, but every time I pick my child up, they don't have sufficient clothes, or for a fact, I'm getting called on all this other crap. So I want to know where my money is going. If I know for a fact mom ain't doing right by the money, and so then yes, that keeps everybody in line, and so it keeps everybody accountable. But if you got a mother that's doing right by their child, then that's good and fair.
I want to hear from Kareem. What Kareem got to say? Mr. Rich, what's up, man? Talk to me, bro. Can you hear me?
He got the basketball.
Yeah, man, we shooting.
We having technical difficulties, but I just want to point out how we want a receipt when we go to the grocery store, these women included, and from everywhere else. But if they were paying child support, they don't want no damn receipt to see where their money went.
You know what's so funny about that? Hold on, wait, because I got a caveat. I think that is odd, though. I think that's odd because you're saying you're paying into something, but you don't want to know where the money's going because your kid got a haircut or because your daughter got new braids. You don't care. Like, I really still feel like, okay, let's say you're paying $400 a month, which is a small amount. But how much do braids cost? How much does a haircut cost?
So let me tell you, my kid probably eat about $300 to $600. I mean, one of my kids probably eats $300 by himself just in food. Don't include fast food, whatever. So $400 a month ain't nothing. When it comes to
God damn, $400 a month.
That's you included. That ain't your kid by itself.
Noodles and noodles.
That's you included.
Did you say
that's not me included.
So I'll throw another one in there, right?
So
Go ahead.
I'll throw another one in there. And I'm gonna just use my experience. I work an hour away from the house. If my kid has to stay after school or do anything after school, he has to pay for Uber because his dad, who lives 20 minutes away, is too fucking lazy to come and pick him up and take him where he needs to go. So if he wants to, if men want to itemize, or if anybody wants to itemize all that, take stuff into account. Hey, that's $20, $30 for Uber.
No.
That's $20, $30 for Uber. So how's he gonna get home? We can use that. We can use that card. We can put that on that card.
Why wouldn't y'all split that?
Would you want?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't we split that?
This is his sole responsibility to pick him up.
I said if I work an hour away from home and I cannot pick him up on those days, you have to take an Uber. It can go on that card.
Okay. If the Uber has to go on
I mean, there's other things y'all want to throw in there. There's a lot of other things that can be put under child support. But if Uber shows up on there for picking up your child, why he picking up in the Uber? I mean, I've gotten that before. I'm like, there are other responsibilities that parents have outside of what you guys are talking about.
I think you came a little late.
I think it's fair. Go ahead.
I think she came a little late, but we was talking about having that tough conversation between parents. And so a lot of those things we're talking about can be worked out. Because
it takes two to tango.
That's real talk.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
It takes two.
I agree.
For that.
You cannot do it by
We can't
yourself.
come from a place of hurt. I'm just being honest.
I think it's interesting that people are.
But see, that's the people coming from that place of hurt. They're dealing with the place of hurt as opposed to your kids. That's the issue. Because for me, if as long as the kids are taken care of, that's what matters. I don't care if, like I said, I took mine on child support because I had to. I didn't have a choice. Had he been like, you know what, I'm gonna cover daycare, we would have been good. Or been like, hey, I'm gonna give you $500 a month. We would have been straight. You know what I'm saying? We went to court. The court ordered him. He actually went to get a reduction. The court told him he had to pay more. Was like, I can't afford that. I was like, you know what? We agreed upon an amount. I took an amount that we agreed upon because I was like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want him to feel like I'd rather take a lower amount, and then if I needed something for him to be able to provide it, than to bang him in the head for a certain amount that he felt he couldn't make. Does that make sense? So you when you're thinking about your children, the thing is a lot of times people don't put the children first. You know what I'm saying? If it's about money, it's about putting what's going in this person's hand, what this person bill is. Man, you know, the non-custodial parent got an issue with paying them, but you're not paying that person. You see it as, okay, they may send that check to that person, but if they're doing what they're supposed to do and they're taking care of your kid like they're supposed to, that money is for your kid. Because if your kid got a roof over their head, they always got clothes, they got food. You know what I'm saying? If they got extracurricular activities, because I got kids that play ball. Ball ain't cheap. Ball is time consuming.
Yes, and it ain't cheap.
So, you know, like,
who decides the custodial
cheap.
parent though? Who decides the custodial parent? Because it's not me.
It depends. A lot of times it's the court. If y'all can't come with an agreement, but the thing is that there are ways to establish custody that don't require a judge to make that determination for you. There are things that you can do where you can have legal
every
court
time I've brought up
orders
50-50, y'all have disputed it. Every time I brought up 50-50 custody, y'all would counter with, just because you got money and you got custody don't make you a better parent.
50-50 doesn't necessarily
so y'all want
it's not logical across the
board.
board.
I'm trying to figure out who is y'all though. Who is y'all?
The two women on the panel. The two women on the panel who currently have men on child support.
Well, we split custody. I got 50-50, but most of the time the kids end up with me. But we have joint custody.
You wildin'.
So why do you need a child support order?
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this real quick, because I don't want us to develop.
He wasn't doing his part financially, and even when we went to court for child support, he still ended up with less than what he was supposed to pay.
Okay, so here's the next question. Because y'all going in. Do you think that the custodial parents that misuse child support funds should go to jail?
I don't think they should go to jail.
I don't think nobody should go to jail. I
think you should be held accountable.
Like, come on.
So what is accountable? What is accountable? What do you expound on that?
Though. Come on,
I think you need to come back before the court. That's a big court order. Then they need to come back before the court, and they need to be able to explain to the court why they're not paying, why they're misusing the fund.
Right.
I feel like the same requirements that are levied upon the man should be levied upon, I won't say man, I'm take that back, that are levied upon the non-custodial parent should be the same thing upon the custodial parent, especially if you're tracking. If they're not using the money right, and this guy isn't paying and he's going to jail, I mean, that's the same dangers, I guess, should be
applied.
Facts.
Yeah, I think it should be. But I'm safe in this situation, so I ain't got no problem.
Oh, you going to jail?
I don't want nobody to go to jail though.
You going to jail?
That's tough. I don't know.
Yeah, we still got to think of
I
that.
don't be wanting nobody to go to jail.
So, but
I
parents,
don't think anybody should go to jail behind child support, honestly.
They're going to do
Period.
some time, ma'am.
I don't think no one should go to jail. But if if a man is being threatened with jail, you know what I'm saying, and you know the risk to it, then the same should be levied upon the other, the other parent. But then the court should also think about, okay, if both parents are in jail, then what are going to happen to those children? What's going to happen to those children?
But
So
then,
now that's
how
the
do you
state's
have to-
responsibility.
Well, I mean, I don't know why both parents would be in jail, but the fact
But
of
I'm
the
just
matter,
saying, if we're gonna go worst case scenario, the guy's in jail because he can't pay. The woman is misusing whatever money she has. I mean, if you want to go worst case scenario, who's gonna take care of those kids? So jail shouldn't be.
Then there will be a contingency punishment if that's the case. There's a contingency punishment, I think, on case by case basis, which whether it's the public defender, What?
No folks don't care about us.
Not the public defender.
I'm just what I'm saying is if you put that in place, to me, I feel like it will hold people accountable versus just saying I'm gonna do whatever I want to do willy nilly.
Yeah,
man, people are still being put on child support and still don't care. Now there are some who do and can't afford to pay. There are some who are put on child support and can afford to pay and still don't. So I mean,
you can't make people be parents. That's just it. They have to want to be it monetarily, spend the time. They have to want to be a parent. Because like I said, those children grow up. You have to face the music. Because I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of single parent homes, and I don't care what kind of mom you are, that child want to know who his father is. I'm gonna tell you, they're going to seek out and find who their father is. So you can benefit the situation by not talking bad about the father, regardless if he can afford. But at the end of the day, I think it gives the child balance if he has both parents. And so a lot of times, I don't agree with jail, but jail is a profit system for fathers who go to because it's free labor. So you have to know things when these things happen. That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
Especially black males are prime labor for the prison system. Has been since Reconstruction. But I want to know, like, what is considered misuse? Like, what would be considered as misuse?
If you're not spending money on your child, anything that don't have anything to do with the child, but you're buying certain
rent.
So let me ask you something. If your kid stays in the home, right? You say it's you, right? And you have a kid, right? If you was by yourself, you could have a 1-bedroom, right? But because you got a kid, you got to afford a 2-bedroom. So why would you not be able to use some of that money towards your rent, being that you have to pay a rent difference by having to have extra space for a child? You get what I'm saying? So like, people like, oh, you can't use it for rent. You can't use it like how do you determine what's inappropriate and what's not?
If you pay for rent, then pay the difference with the child support.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I'm saying take the whole child support to pay the whole rent, as if you know what I'm saying. You living off the child support like that. If you want to support, if you want to say, okay, well, I would have a 1-bedroom, but since I have a child, I got a 2-bedroom, and you want to pay the difference, then I'm with that. I feel that
should supplement the income. It should supplement the rent. I agree with that.
What if you pay for everything?
If she provides a great place for your child to live, you shouldn't care. I'm being honest with you. If you take care of your child the right way with the money, every time you pick your child up, your child is debt from head to toe, should be no problem.
Right.
But we all know people who use the system to gain advantage. And we can't sit here looking at each other and lie. You know what I'm saying? The truth is some people take the money and they do what they want to do with the money and then still complain that they ain't receiving enough. Come on, y'all. We old enough to know that. So
there are some people
who misuse the money, meaning that the money is not used for the child. The money is used for their personal benefit, and that's wrong.
And I think that's why the itemized risk is such an issue.
I guess my question is.
Go ahead.
I guess my question is because somebody can run down to the court and be like, "Oh, she misusing funds," when she's really taking care of her kid. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you're on some bitter stuff. So that's why I was asking that question, because some women are taking care of their kids and taking care of the responsibilities, but because the other parent is bitter, or because they
Not
feel some
bottle
type of
service
way,
at the gas
they
station.
may feel, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that question.
That's a good question. Okay. But I think that comes from a lack of communication. You're not communicating with the other parent. And so, hey, this is what I spent on your child or our child. But that not having that dialogue is the reason why people can assume, you know what I'm saying, and still not knowing what the real deal is in the household. But when you have a father or a mother that's not involved, then that's what those assumptions come from. Because you got people who troll on Facebook. They don't even know what the situation is, but they trolling. Looking at the girlfriend, oh, he got a new girl in his arm. But at the end of the day, parents got to come together and they got to take care of their children. And that communication has to be between two parties. And if that's not happening, then we get these situations we're discussing right now.
No doubt.
50-50 no check. 50-50 no check.
You wild, bro.
You can let that go, man.
What I do, man. This
That is the easiest solution, and nobody likes that. All the men on the panel would agree with me. Men, answer the question.
This is the last official question. Why do some custodial parents wait until the child is disobedient or acting out to get the non-custodial parent involved?
No, I have no idea. I don't know why, because I
use
drive
men
mine
to
off
put
anyway.
fear in their kids.
That's a hot question there, bro.
I'm gonna need y'all. There's a lot of no idea. Jesus, come to the light.
I mean, this happened to me. This happened to me personally. Oh, this happened to me. But like I said, when you're in the military and you move around a lot, I just don't think sometimes it's smart to have your child moving like that. So as he became a teenager, he became difficult for her to deal with. And not that, like I said, especially as boys grow a little taller, they get a little stronger, voice change, things change. And at the end of the day, you can no longer physically beat him. And so that's when you get that call, like you need to come get your son before I punch him upside the head, or one of us hurt each other, and it happens. I see you looking.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna tell you what happens a lot of times is that you as a mother cannot compensate as a father. There's just no way. It for real, genetically, you just can't do it. And so that's why it has to be a male role model, mentor, something to give that child balance, especially if it's a guy, it's a boy. So the reason why is because you can now physically deal with him anymore. And and these kids today, they might hit you, they might fight you. So, so that's the main reason why, because holding on to that pain and anger all those years doesn't hurt the child. Now you want the father to get involved in it, which a lot of times.
Kareem.
Jesus don't have them problems.
I can hear you.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. So listen, with the custodial parent, I think a lot of times they wait till the child is disobedient because they don't want that saying, well, okay, I can't handle my child. I went through that myself. Oh, that's the last thing I need to hear you say, that I can't handle him. This is why you should have him in the first place. Listen, if you're involved with your child, I believe you should know as their attitude changes. One thing you just mentioned, with your careers and everything else that you do, sometimes you can't be around at all times, but you just have to be involved as much as you possibly can to know how your child develops as they go. If you have that communication with that custodial parent at all times, you shouldn't run into that. But even if you do, a lot of times we don't have a choice but to step in and say, all right, this is the way it should be, and I'll give you an example. My son that I have upstairs right now wasn't doing great in school. His mom really wasn't on him and everything else. And I'm a person that I stay on grades. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that he graduated. So I involved myself in his school. I made sure the school didn't even know the dynamic between me and his mother, but they got to know that I'm his father and I had to be there to make sure that he graduated. You have to involve yourself. I mean, you just have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that I know in my situation, I for my ex-husband, I have 2 younger with him. He's involved, but he does work. He works he works in Northern Virginia. So basically he does a lot. He takes contracts. He does a lot out of that. So there are, even though sometimes there may be an open door policy, sometimes as a custodial parent, sometimes, especially with having boys, like you all were saying, sometimes you have to be like, look, you need to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to do as a mother, I think it's also ingrained in us that we try to always do what we can and always to do the best. And sometimes relinquishing our children in some ways may feel like a us. So it's not because we feel like as moms, we should be able to take care of our kids. We should be able to handle certain things. But, as kids get older, especially boys, they do. I know I've had to send my kids with their dads a couple of times.
Yeah.
So,
Then I think also, in retrospect of that, there's a lot of times mothers raise their sons as the man of the house. And they're not the man of the house. They're kids. At the end of the day, they're boys. And so a lot of times, given that say-so, that right, sometimes it goes too far. And then you can't reel it back in. It's too far gone, then you can't reel it back in. But like I said, fathers have to be involved. And Kareem made a good point, is that, fathers have a responsibility to raise them to be men. And so you see a lot of times these young men out here can't even change a tire. They can't do anything. They're handicapped because there was nobody to show them the way. And so they get out here and they're dependent on women. You've seen it, the dynamic. I see it so much. It is actually sad. So.
It's interesting. It's interesting in the military when you've had a lot of soldiers, you've been around a lot of coworkers, supervisors, etc., where you see those weak men. You see those men that are mama boys, and they come into the military, and it's just like they can't do something without somebody else's approval, and it's hard to orchestrate them into a position where to be a leader, because they've never been in a position like that, because they've been baby. They wasn't made to clean their room. They wasn't made to go out and take the trash out or whatever case to be. So I would give this advice to all the parents that's listening right now. I would say don't cut your team in half. If you are in a position where you have another parent that's around, that's willing to work with you, make sure that those parents are involved. And to the men out there, I would say this. I know it's difficult. I know it's a lot of egos and a lot of things that's going on, but make sure that you stay connected to your children the best you can. So that way you can instill those, whether they are young boys to grow up into men or young women, young girls to grow up into women. Make sure that you're around, because they're going to need that support.
Mm-hmm. Balance is important.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, stop talking about me.
Somebody's like, come, I got 3 boys. Somebody come get them. That comment was hilarious.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I don't want to put out too much longer. I got about 5 minutes before I wrap it up. If there's anything that you want to say about child support, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to not only talk about child support to close out, but to tell people a little bit more about yourself in regards to where they can find you at on social media. If you just feel free to jump in there. Just dive in.
Ladies first.
I can't hear Mario at all.
I don't know why you can't hear me, bro.
Child support is a touchy subject. Nobody is
ever.
We're not all going to agree on everything. I mean, it sounds good for both parents to be involved, but it's not always the case. Sometimes the mother or the father has no choice but to do it by themselves. They don't have that support. And being a military parent, I'm all over the place sometimes, and I don't necessarily have that support in the same state or whatnot.
Yeah.
So we got to do the best we know how, right? But yeah, your kids are going to start to rebel, especially when they get into those teenage years. And being the disciplinarian, not your child's friend, they're gonna buck up sometimes. You're gonna get to a point where I can't handle this person or handle this child because I'm gonna throw them over the bridge here in a second. But I mean, you get to that point as a disciplinarian. You don't have the opportunity to always, to be the other side. And yes, the other parent is going to be like, well, I can do that job better than you because they haven't had to step in your shoes for the last 14, 15, 16 some odd years. So
that sounds real
let that child go over there for a day or two. I've done that. Let that child go over there for a year. The child was sent back after 8 months because they couldn't handle it. So I've been in that position. I've been in that position before. So when you say send them to the parent, I'm not doing it ever. I will get to the point where I will just have to go into my room and get into a personal situation. Anybody, but I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But again, it takes two, and it may not be the male or the female parent that does it. It may be a grandma or auntie or uncle that steps in to help you out. But I mean, we have to lean on somebody, but it doesn't mean that we can't do it. It doesn't mean that we want to send our child somewhere else. We just need a hand at that moment of weakness. That's it. We're not trying to give up our child.
I got you. Good point.
Or the chick.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Lord have mercy.
If it was a foster child though, and you got that child from the state, do you tell state, I don't need that money? No, you're gonna say I want that money from the state because I'm gonna need that support. I'm planning on being a foster parent, and
does the woman have to pay for giving their child up?
Man, don't start.
Does the woman have to pay for giving their child up?
Listen, we closing the show out, bro.
Okay, well, let me give my closing thoughts.
You want to go, Jay?
Well, we can't see your face, man. I'm looking at a black screen. What's up? What you doing? Are you on the toilet?
I was doing. Well, to be honest, this stout woman sent me a picture of her titties. She sent me like a video. So I ain't gonna show you the video. So I was doing some fuck shit. I was going back and forth. That's why.
This dude right here. Give your closeout comment.
No, but closing comments. You know my slogan: put women back in the kitchen 2020.
Oh my God.
Abort child support. Abort child support, 50-50 joint custody, no check. Y'all can find me on YouTube, MoneyBoy Trey, one word, TR3Y. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Trey, thank you very much.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord.
All right, okay.
They want to mute me.
No,
I'll do it real quick.
I ain't gonna play you like that, but go ahead.
I'll do it real quick. So I can say my success is because my socialization came from a community effort. A community raised me. And so I think today parents don't have that same dynamic, which a lot of times make their efforts harder. Grandparents are younger now. So there's a lot of things that play devil's advocate in today's society. So like I was saying, I came from a community where everybody could spank you, or everybody could discipline you. But today, parents can't even trust their neighbors to the left and right. So things are changed in a world that have different dynamics. Social media plays a lot in parenting. Also, to include the actual influence from from kids they go to school with, because you can't control other parents. So I would say it like this: this platform, I thought the conversation tonight was helpful. I hope somebody took something from it.
No doubt.
And if you would definitely have me back, brother, you know I'm here.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm Carlos Wilson. You can find me on Facebook. I'm not a big blogger, but if you want my phone number, we can talk.
No doubt. I appreciate you, bro. Next, who's next?
Well, I'm Mish. My take on child support is just try to find some common ground. That's the best you can do. If you can't get it, then oh well, keep it moving. You can find me on Facebook under Mish. And that is it. That is all.
That's what's up. We appreciate you. Who's next?
I'm Desiree. My take on child support is try to work it out. end of the day, it's about your kids. Keep it about the kids. And you can find me on social media, Facebook, Tunstall Baskerville, Instagram at I am Desiree Nicole, NICHOL.
No doubt, no doubt.
Right.
I think Kareem is
one more thing too. Oh, I got one more thing too.
Okay.
With parenting, it's a dynamic, and you always got to recalibrate. Sometimes you got to recalibrate. So things may be smooth sometimes. Things gonna be rough. Y'all not always gonna agree. Y'all gonna have smooth times. Y'all gonna have rough times. It's just that you all have to find a way to be able to navigate those differences effectively.
Desiree, drop that check and we'll believe you.
You
That's
said
my
what?
challenge to both of you women. Y'all said good stuff, but until y'all take them men out of child support, I don't believe you. You just talking.
I make my own
Work
money.
it out.
When you
But
get
get the
licensed,
check.
and when you
Work
do,
it out,
you
but
let
get
us
the
know,
check.
okay?
Okay.
You said who?
If he had tried to work it out, he wouldn't have to worry about getting the check. That's on him.
I picked
And he
4
still
women that didn't put me on child support. I have a 17-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Wildin', bro.
Well, that's
You
good
got
for you.
two
I mean, y'all was able to work it out, but when you got bitter men, you
Oh God! What did the man do? He didn't want to leave.
Oh God.
After you caught him
We're not getting
cheating,
into that.
after
We're
you
not
caught
getting
him
into that.
cheating, he
Just
couldn't
like
let
there
you
are men,
go.
just like there are women that are mad, there are men that be mad too.
She is
Where's
right.
Kareem? Kareem, where you at, man?
That's our next show, Mario.
That
That's
gotta
the
be.
next show, Mario.
It gotta be. It gotta be. I gotta be. I might even go live later. I don't know. But listen, I like to thank you all for coming on to Tough Love Podcast. My co-host, I don't know if he's been having technical difficulties or what, you know what I'm saying, but I appreciate everybody for coming on. Please go support the Rich Conversation. He's on YouTube, brand new channel. Go find him on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Again, that's the Rich Conversation. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Tough Love Mario J on YouTube and other platforms as well. I think that this it doesn't provide all the solutions, but it does give us a starting point to a certain extent. It's something that somebody said on this panel that is going to resonate, and they may give someone the opportunity to be in their child's life. That's both the non-custodial parent and the custodial parent. So I really appreciate you guys for providing that advice. I want people to listen to you guys and share this content with their family and friends. I'm about to say my okay. Who did that? Trey, you did that, didn't you? I'm about to block you.
I do it.
I'm about to look. But anyway, you guys have a phenomenal night. Until next time, y'all adult up. Be safe. Peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened to Kareem, but hopefully he may be live on his station or whatever case may be. But however, I want you guys to take from this that, you know, people are giving their experience on top of their perspective, and they're really just trying to get it out there. For some people, it's a vetting process. Some people, they ain't taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I think it was a great conversation. I think that anytime that you can sit down and talk about how to better yourself or the issues that you're having that affects you as a parent, whether non-custodial or custodial parent, it's a plus. But again, I want to make sure, and I encourage you guys to get positive people to sit down to give you positive feedback. Not the naysayers, not the frenemies, not your haters, not toxic family and friends, but people that's going to give you positive feedback. Until next time, this is Tough Love. I'm Mario J. Shout out to the Rich Conversation, Kareem Rich. Y'all make sure that y'all holler at him. Until next time, y'all adult up. Peace.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light. And they go, fuck you think you fucking with. I'm the police. I run shit here. You just
MoneyBoy. Trade. MoneyBoy. Trade. Private jet flights overseas, dime pieces coming by the league. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas, dime pieces coming by the league. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Counting hundreds with my amigos. Blue water, frozen Sub-Zero. Hit a lick, flip it twice, break bread with my people. Who knock and look out the people? Clutching my desert eagle. Cock, aim, squeeze, trigger, empty clip and reload. Pints, pills, 2 kilo. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Private jet flights overseas, dime pieces coming by the lead. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas, dime pieces coming by the three. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Too high geek. Top floor, nosebleed seat. 4A, 4AB. Push star, got no key. MoneyBoy, Lou got said. Take a picture, paparazzi. Quay, Louis, Bill Cosby. Rape a hoe, no, not me. Hashtag MB3. Primetime NBC. On lane, I do me. Dial on, I spit heat. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the lead. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Dime pieces coming by the three. Vienna West playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek.